tonight. And right away we get a look at this line of Namestnikov, Iafallo, and Niederreiter, who we talked about off the top, and we are underway now in Edmonton as Stanley will swing it over. Heinola playing the right side tonight. He bangs that ahead off the stick of Iafallo on the forecheck. An elite American Hockey League level scorer. Now smoothly through center comes Darnell Nurse. A 2-on-2. Steered it toward DiVincentis. It's kicked to the Regula some NHL experience with the Chicago Blackhawks. He wears 75. This is Niederreiter. Bauer wants it. Niederreiter shot. Stick saved by Pickard. As the Oilers look to push, but Barron sweeps it away. Barron bulls his way into the zone. Morgan Barron shoots. Did well to get that shot away and to see what he was going to be able to do, and I'm glad to give him a long look at center.
Why wouldn't you do that? You've got a guy that can skate, a guy that can think clearly, and he's a big body, fairly crisp, all things considered here in this preseason game, and that's going to be a challenge here, and it's going to test all the guys here from Winnipeg in the defensive zone. They've spent some time there. Here they go again.
Now Järventie, the former Senators second rounder, up ahead, looking for it. Marjala, who played Tuesday in Winnipeg. Samanski to Nurse with a shot. Score! Oilers lead at 1-0 on their third shot of the game. The veteran Darnell Nurse.
They've maneuvered through the neutral zone relatively easily, and they've had a lot of time spent in the offensive zone, and that's Samanski that hands that puck off to Darnell Nurse in high ice, and a shot that goes wide off the post and in through traffic. That's really difficult for DiVincentis to get eyes on that one. Nurse, 5 goals in the regular season last year.
Pickard played it around. Gustafsson threw it towards Fagemo. Jets get it back. Fagemo with a chance, and somehow large defenseman, 5th round pick of the Hawks in 2020, 23 years old. Oilers get it. Pass for Regula. Waits shot. Kicked away by DiVincentis, who was brilliant at the rookie showcase. He had an excellent game against the Montreal Canadiens, where it was a big reason why the Jets won that particular matchup.
I think they have high hopes for DiVincentis, who was the OHL goaltender of the year in his second year with North Bay Battalion. He's a big man, and he is extremely mobile.
Trying to find it there, and he acrobatically helps keep it out with a pile-up in front. DiVincentis.
A guy like Barlow can really learn from simple things like that. If you invest on the wall, you get a chance to score goals. It's a well-done play.
Barron, Koepke, and Pearson out there now. Good skating by Koepke as he brought it into the zone. Scott Arneal talked about him last week. He said he's got some size, he can move, he's got some bite and pinching. Fleury, and he's on it again. Hayden Fleury finds Di Giuseppe. Snapshot through a crowd, knocked down in front as Fagemo was parked right in the goal mouth. Now a 2-on-1, just briefly for the Oilers. Jets get back in quickly. Back to the blue line. Kulak shoots, stopped by DiVincentis, and clear to the hash marks. Kulak fumbled it. Stetcher was there. Hudson to the point, stick save, big rebound. Janmark, Niederreiter, Namestnikov. The left circle is Fagemo. He'll wind up and snap it right on. Rebound, Iafallo looking for an opening. Will he wrap it? No, he'll hang on. This is Zhilkin. He already has a preseason goal. Pearson now into the zone. Sends it back to Ville Heinola for Colby Barlow. Shoots it. That's blockered away. Pickard. Just spending a little bit more time in the Oilers zone. Knocked down by a high stick. Play goes right on as it's brought in by Marjala. He'll drop it. Kapanen with a drive and a stop and a hold. Tomacek now for Edmonton. Back to the blue line. Shot whistled wide by Kulak. Centering pass and waiting there is Namestnikov. And he'll cut back behind the goal. 38 points last year. Second career high. Stolen. And Samanski scores.
4 years in Germany. This is not really what Jets hockey looks like. Namestnikov, who's in his first game in preseason, a little floater. He's trying to get that one to the flank, and that one gets easily plucked out of thin air, and that's going to get everybody out of structure. Nice little backhanded compliment into Samanski, and he just wedges that one up over the shoulder of DiVincentis on the short side.
Some other hopefuls so far. There's Pearson coming away. Dashing to his right is Barlow. This is Lambert. Pearson swept it wide. So a nerve-wracking time, but all of a sudden it was 3 years ago.
If I remember right, you introduced yourself as the new play-by-play guy for the Winnipeg Jets. That highly anticipated.
Winnipeg attempting to clear, but it's Kapanen. He'll steer it down beside the net. Howard tees it up. There's a shot. DiVincentis watches that one. Phil off the stick of Iafallo. Racing ahead is Stetcher. Backing up, setting it up. Score! Phil, nice shot. 3-0 Edmonton.
And this is another example of the Jets were the forwards. You don't see them, right? So now the D have to back in, and you allow easy access. You got the Oilers skating downhill, and Noah Philp takes a nice little pass from Troy Stetcher, the righty on the left-hand side of the ice. Perfectly placed pass, and that shot to the top corner. Noah Philp has got him. Will be another one of those depth answers.
Face-off win. Sautner bangs one on goal. The rebound clear to the boards quickly. That's a high shot. Centering pass all the way back to Tyrell Bauer. Down to the side of the goal. There's going to be a fight. It's going to be Bauer and Brown. And watch out for this. Bauer can chuck him.
These are two tough customers. One with NHL experience, Tyrell Bauer without, but he has chucked them with the biggest heavyweights at the American League level. This should be a doozy.
Josh Brown, 31. Ty Bauer, 23 years old. And gets loose with a couple. Bauer with a pair of his own.
Bauer is a character man, and he will not back down from anybody. He'll stand up, he'll put his chin in there, and won't back down from anybody. Look at the body shots.
They're still going. Bauer delivered about 3 in a row 10 seconds ago that looked pretty dangerous. They're still at it. That's it.
Manitoba, Mark Morrison, and Scott Arniel knows all about the character of this young man. I said last broadcast, whether he has a long NHL career or not, you just hope that he gets at least one opportunity to play in the National Hockey League.
The Calgary Wranglers, that is, it hurts just to watch it. They went toe-to-toe. It was really something. Nurse bringing it in. The Oilers up 3 in a deficit. Nemesnikov will wheel away through center. Fagemo crosses behind and takes it. Able to needle it through. Iafallo shoots, and that just Nemesnikov. Niederreiter centering pass. It's loose, and maybe a break the other way. Speeding up is Savoy. He's got Mangiapane to the net. Mangiapane stopped by DiVincentis. His best save of the night. Dominic DiVincentis with a nice save just a moment ago. Pearson joined as well. Stetcher gloves it down. He collides with Pearson, who goes down, but the Jets get the puck back. Heinola with a shot. I mentioned Sid Fleury earlier. It was Heinola. Tomaszek looking for some open ice. He'll send it through. Where's 86 a right shot? He almost reminds me. He looks a bit like Peter Klima, who wore 85. Now Kepke in the corner. Bounced away from him, but he got back to it. He found Sautner. Low shot. Heavy one by Stanley. That's kicked away by the skate of Pickard.
Today when we were leaving for the plane, and that just adds to more chemistry, right? They enjoy spending time together at the rink and, of course, away from it as well. You know what? Through 40 minutes, I think that he's accomplished a lot. Where he hasn't been easy in front of him. Not a ton of structure, and some shots coming at him that wouldn't normally. There's been a lot of room for Edmonton at times, but I think he's shown extremely well through 40.
Iafallo back to the blue line. Here's Hayden Fleury shot. That went off a stick. The Oilers lost a glove. It's Nurse loose in front, and the good save there by Pickard.
Pitchfork there, and Iafallo, this is on the power play. Look at that, under check, and he still finds it.
Oilers on the loose puck. Regula backing off. Good to see if the Jets might be able to creep one in as that's sent toward the net, but Pickard has been a wall so far. Good stop by DiVincentis. Kapanen scores on the rebound.
Bit of a breakdown net front, a little bit too much time, and you see the way Kapanen comes out of the corner. And a little toe drag, and that one was way too easy. Edmonton finds their 4th of the game. It's Mangiapane, and
So the Oilers led from top to tail tonight. One in the first, two in the first, one in the second, one in the third. Shutout for Pickard.